Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Sulva Sutra Academy. My name is Sumit Mishra and our today's topic is exercise 2.4 chapter 2 polynomial exercise 2.4 that is optional for the CBSE, but those who are interested in maths, those who want to get to know about the further cubic things, so we did in exercise 2.3 the zeros for quadratic. In 2.4 we are going to do the zeros for the cubic one, the cubic polynomials. So those who are interested, they can do it. If you are not interested, then you can move on and go for chapter 3 directly. But if you are interested in maths, please go through this video. Okay, let's start. So the funda will be same what we did till now. The only thing we need to know is that if alpha, beta, gamma. So the thing is if if alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of a cubic polynomial, then the relationship that can be established is sum of zeros, roots in the sense the zeros. So let me make you clear for you. So roots is nothing but zeros. So sum of zeros will be given as minus b by a. Okay, the sum of any two zeros taken together, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that will be given as c by a, and the product of the zeros alpha beta gamma equals to minus d by a. Okay, and how the cubic polynomial will look like? It will be ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So this is the cubic polynomial. The roots, if alpha beta gamma are the zeros or the roots of this cubic expression, then alpha plus beta plus gamma will be equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals to c by a, and alpha beta gamma will be equal to minus d by a. Very simple. So we should know these things. And also you remember one thing, if we have given px equals to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, and if alpha beta gamma are the roots, alpha beta gamma are the zeros, then p alpha equals to 0. What does it mean? If we put x equals to alpha, in 1, if we put x equals to alpha in 1, okay, then the thing will be p alpha will be equal to 0, because this alpha beta gamma are the zeros. So the value of the polynomial at alpha beta gamma will also be equal to 0. This is true for even quadratic also. So if alpha and beta are the roots for the quadratic equation, then p alpha will be equal to 0. So it's a quadratic ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 if this is given as a quadratic expression. So px, okay, the polynomial px equals to ax square plus bx plus c equals c. Then if alpha beta gamma are the zeros for this polynomial, then p alpha will be equal to 0. P alpha in the sense you are putting x equals to alpha. So like in equation 1, if you are putting over here then P alpha will be nothing but A alpha cube plus B alpha square plus C alpha plus D. You are simply putting x equals to alpha in the equation 1. Okay, and this thing will be equal to 0 because alpha is a 0 for this polynomial. Similarly for P beta, we will get A beta cube plus B beta square plus C beta plus D, that will be also equal to 0. Similarly P gamma equals to alpha, so P gamma equals to A gamma cube plus B gamma square plus C gamma plus D. Okay, and this will also be equal to 0. Got it right? How we are putting the value x equals to alpha beta gamma, and the whole thing will become 0 because alpha beta gamma are the zeros. That is what 0 means. This holds true even for quadratic as well as the degree 1 also, the polynomial for degree 1, or even for if you are taking degree 4, degree 5 also, and you have given zeros, then just put the values of zeros. What are the zeros given? Put that value x equals to that 0. You will get the polynomial as 0. Okay, now let's start doing exercise. So exercise 2.4, let's start doing that. So what it is? So first question is, verify that the number given alongside of the cubic polynomial below are there zeros. Also verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients in each of the case. So we know coefficient. Coefficient is nothing but the number attached with a given x, like ax cube. So here coefficient of x cube is a. Bx square, here coefficient of x square is b. That is what it is. As and as. So we have given the polynomial as px equals to 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. This is the given polynomial to us, and what it is telling is the 0 is given as minus half 1 minus 2. So they are telling, verify that the given numbers alongside the cubic one are there 0. They didn't tell it's a 0, but we need to verify whether these are zeros or not. So as simple as that, if it is 0, then if we will put x equals to half in equation 1, the whole thing will give us 0. This whole thing will give us 0. Let's check. So putting x equals to minus half in polynomial 1. So what we will get? P of minus half equals to 2 into minus half whole cube. We are simply putting x as half, as simple as that, plus minus half whole square plus minus 5 into minus half, correct? Then plus 2. So this is p minus half. So p minus half equals to will be given as, since it is minus cube, so cube of minus is, if you will multiply minus x whole cube, that means 3 times it is getting multiplied, correct? So if you will multiply minus minus plus, plus minus minus, so the whole thing is minus and then x cube. Okay, because x into x into x is x cube. So here we have minus of half cube. So it will be equal to 2 into, minus will be as it is, minus, and half cube will be 1 by, now x by y whole cube is nothing but x cube by y cube, correct? X cube by y cube. So half cube will be equal to 1 cube by 2 cube. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 8. 2 into 2 into 2, that means 8. 1 into 1 into 1 is 1 only, and 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So 1 by 8. So we got, and minus, I have shown you how for cube, if it is minus some negative number to the cube, the resultant will be minus of that. Okay, minus of x cube. So minus of half cube is nothing but minus half cube. Okay, so we got minus of 1 by 8. So it will be equal to minus 1 by 8. Then the second thing is plus minus of half square. So minus of something square, if it is minus x square, then this is nothing but minus x into minus x, correct? So that will be minus minus is plus, and x into x is x square. So that gives us x square only. Now it is half square. Let's check for sign is clear now. It will be plus. Now half square is nothing but 1 square by 2 square. So that gives us 1 by 4. Correct? Because 1 square is 1 into 1. And in the denominator 2 square is 2 into 2. So in the denominator we will get 4. Top will get 1. So it will be 1 by 4. So plus 1 by 4. And then minus 5 into minus 2. So this minus minus will give us plus, and finally we have 5 by 2. 5 into 1 by, so 5 will be, 5 is nothing but 5 by 1, as simple as that. So numerator will be multiplied with numerator, denominator will be multiplied with the denominator. So 5 into 1 is 5, and 1 into 2 is 2, and sign is plus because minus into minus is plus. So we got plus 5 by 2. So 2, 4. Okay. And then we have plus 2 also. Correct? Minus. I think the zeros are given as half, 1 and minus 2. Let me check. Sorry, my mistake. The zeros is not minus half. The number that is given is half. It's my mistake over here. So this is half. So we will put half over here. So we will put half over here. Okay, so this will be again half square, and this is half. My mistake, I have read it as minus half. Okay, so we will get here, we don't need to bother about then minus things. So what we will get is 2 into 1 by 8, then 1 by 4. This will be minus 5 by 2. This will be minus 5 by 2 and then plus 2. So we got 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2. So we got 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So let's do LCM. LCM of 2 and 4. LCM of 2 and 4. So we have 4, 4, 2. Correct? So LCM of 4, 4, 2 we need to take. So 4, 4, 2 it will be 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are. Now 2, 1, 1, 1. So what will be the LCM? So LCM equals to 2 into 2. This 2 into 2. So it gave us 4. So LCM is 4 over here. So we got LCM as 4. Now here it is 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now that 1 will be multiplied with the top 1. So it will be 1. So the rule says for LCM is, when we are done with LCM, then we should divide this, what LCM you got, divided by the first fraction denominator, divide it first. Okay, so I divided 4 by 4, that is 1. Now this whatever result you got, that you should multiply with the numerator. So 1 into 1 is 1. Similarly, next fraction is 1 by 4 again. So 4 by 4 is again 1, and 1 into 1 is 1 again. Now 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Now this 2 should be multiplied with minus 5. So I will get minus of 10. Now if nothing is there below denominator, then we will take it as 1. Now 4 divided by 1 is 4. Now this 4 will be multiplied with 2 and we will get 8. Okay. So what I am left with, 8 plus 1 plus 1, 10, minus 10 by 4. So 10 minus 10 is 0, 0 by 4 is again 0. So we have got that if we are putting half, we have seen it, if we are putting half in the given polynomial, we got the result value as 0. Hence half is 0. This is true. Half is zeros of polynomial. Now similarly, we need to check for 1 and minus 2 also. So let's do now P1. Let's put x equals to 1 in 1, polynomial 1. So what we will get? P1 equals to, we have given as 2x cube. So 2 into 1 cube, because we are putting x as 1. So x will become 1 now, plus 1 square, okay, minus 5 into 1, and then plus 2. So we are getting 2 into 1 cube is 1 only. So ultimately we will get 2, because 2 into 1 is again 2. Then plus 1 square is 1, minus 5 into 1 is 5 only, then plus 2. So we are getting 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 minus 5, we got 0. So P1 is again a 0. So yes, 1 is zeros for the polynomial. Now let's check for minus 2. So put x equals to minus 2 in 1. So what we will get? P of minus 2 equals to, now simply put x is minus 2 in the given polynomial. So 2 into minus 2 whole cube plus minus 2 of whole square minus 5 into minus 2 plus 2. Now I told you, right, minus x whole cube is minus x. Let me do below. So minus x, anything, remember always, minus x to the power n will be minus x to the power n when n is odd. Okay, and it will be x to the power n when n is even. Let's check it. I'll show you how it is. So what I am telling you is, if you are doing suppose minus x whole square, okay, so 2 is even, right? So minus x whole square is minus x into minus x. So you will get minus minus plus x square. Okay, now take minus 3. 3 is odd. So it will be minus x into minus x into minus x. So minus minus plus, plus into minus is minus. So we will get minus x cube. Similarly, if you will do for 4, it will be plus, because 4 is even. If the power is 4, minus x to the power 4, you will get x to the power 4, because it is even. 4 is even. Similarly, if you will go for 5, it will be minus x to the power 5, because 5 is odd. As simple as that. So this one will give us minus of 8. So 2 into minus of 8 plus, this is even, so it will be plus, resultant will be plus. and 2 square is 4, so plus 4. Now minus minus is plus, 5 into 2 is 10 plus 2. Now 2 into minus 8 is minus 16 plus 4 plus 10, 14 plus 2, 16. So we got as 0. So yes, minus 2 is also 0. Minus 2 is zeros of polynomial. So we have seen that all three given value, the number that is associated is a zeros. Okay, this is very important. You just need to put the value and check whether you have got 0 or not. The value after putting, you should get the value as 0. Okay, now next part of question is also verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. So what we need to, the first formula what I told you, alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha and alpha beta gamma. This is the three things we need to show. So what we know that if alpha beta gamma are the roots, then alpha plus beta plus gamma should be equal to minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha should be equal to c by a, and alpha beta gamma will be to d by a. Now let's do LHS for first one. For this one I am doing LHS. So LHS is alpha plus beta plus gamma, correct? So alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but these are the three zeros, that is half plus 1 plus minus 2. Alpha beta gamma is nothing but half, 1 and minus 2, because we have proved that these are the zeros of the given. So alpha is nothing but half, beta is nothing but 1, gamma is nothing but minus 2. So we will get, let's do the LCM. So LCM will be 2. Now 2 divided by 2 is 1. That 1 is multiplied with 1. We will get 1. Plus, here nothing is there, so 1. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. And then 2 will be multiplied with 1. We will get 2. Now similarly over here it is 1. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. Now 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Okay. So we got 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So we got minus of half. Now let's do RHS. RHS is minus b by a. Okay. So what is b? B is the coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of x cube. So what is the equation for us? The equation for us, the polynomial for us is 2x cube, okay, plus x square minus 5x plus 2, correct? So here we have a is 2, b is 1, okay, b is 1, because if nothing is there that means 1. So a is the coefficient for x cube, b is the coefficient for x square, c is the coefficient of x, that is minus 5, and d is a constant, that is 2. Okay, so now let's put this value. So what I want is minus of b by a. So that means minus of b is 1. So minus of 1 divided by a is 2. So minus of 1 divided by. So LHS equals to RHS. Correct? So this is proved for the first thing, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Correct? Now let's check. Now let's check for alpha beta gamma. Sorry, for alpha beta. So LHS is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So alpha is half into beta is 1 plus 1 into gamma is minus 2 plus gamma is minus 2 into alpha, gamma alpha. So alpha is half over here. So this will be half into 1 is half, 1 into minus 2 is minus 2, and then plus into minus 2 is minus 2. Now 2 1 ja 2. So plus into minus 1 is minus 1. Okay. So now LCM will be 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Now if nothing is there 1, nothing is there is 1. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. Then 2 into 2 is 4. So minus of 4. Then again 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So it will be minus 2. 2 into minus 1 actually. So that is minus 2. So I got 1 minus 4. So 1 minus 6 by 2. That means minus 5 by 2. Correct? Now do the RHS. RHS is C by. Correct? So C is what? Minus 5. From here. C is minus 5. A is how much? 2. So yes, LHS equals to RHS for the second one also. Now let's do for the third expression, that is alpha beta gamma equals to D by A. Let's prove that. So alpha beta gamma is our LHS. So alpha is half, beta is 1, gamma is minus 2. So 2 2 cancel. So 1 into minus 1. Correct? So that gives us minus 1. Now RHS. RHS can be given as minus of D by A. That means we have D is 2 and A is 2. That is minus of D is 2, A is minus 2. A is 2. So 2 by 2. Correct? So 2 by 2, 2 1 ja 2. So we got minus of 1. So LHS equals to RHS. So for all the three conditions, we have verified that relationship between 0 and the coefficients. Now let's move on to problem 2. So hence the relationship is established. Hence the relationship between zeros and coefficients are established. We have seen it, right? That all the given, whatever this for the 0, whatever the formula are there, that is correct if the given zeros, for the given zeros established. Okay. Next, second one. So second one, our Px is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus 5x minus 2. Okay, and what are the number attached? The number attached is 2 1 1. Okay, we need to prove that these three are the zeros of the given. So first put P2. So first put x equals to 2 in 1. X equals to 2 in 1. What we will get? P2 equals to 2 cube minus 4 into 2 square plus 5 into 2 minus 2. So 2 cube is 8 minus 2 square is 4. 4 into 4 is 16 plus 5 into 2 is 10 minus 2. So 8 plus 10 is 18 and minus 16 minus 2 is minus 18. So 18 minus 18 is 0. So yes, P2 is, we have got P2 equals to 0. So hence 2 is a 0 for the given polynomial. Now let's verify x equals to 1 in 1. So P1 equals to 1 cube minus 4 into 1 square plus 5 into 1 and minus 2. So 1 cube is 1, 1 square is 1, so 1 into minus 4 is minus 4 plus 5 into 1 is 5 minus 2. So 5 plus 1 is 6 and minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. So I got 6 minus 6 as 0. Correct? So for x equals to 1 also we have got. Now the third one, again we have already found that x for this it is 0. Correct? So we have already found for third one also, because p1 is 0 and we have shown it already, correct? So same for x equals to 1, correct? We have already found that p1 is 0, so we don't need to find for again one p1 as 0, we don't need to find. So we can say that, okay, so we can say that 2 1 2 1 1 are the zeros of polynomial 1, correct? Now let's move on and find the relationship between the given alpha plus beta. So first thing is alpha plus beta plus gamma. So that will be, I am not writing LHS equals to RHS, you can do it like I have done in the previous. Here I will simply do and show how it is equal. So what we have given, so before moving to alpha beta gamma, we have our equation as, so we have our equation as x cube, okay, x cube minus 4x square, okay, plus 5x and minus 2. So here if nothing is there, that means 1. So a is 1, ax cube plus bx square. So b is minus 4. Compare this with ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So what we will see, a is 1, b is minus 4, c is 5 and d is minus 2, okay. So now let's find alpha plus beta plus gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is 2 plus 1 plus 1, correct? Alpha is nothing but 2, the first 0, beta is the second 0 and gamma is the third 0. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4. Now let's find minus b by a. So minus b by a is nothing but minus 4 divided by, minus of, so this minus, so that is minus. Now b is minus 4 divided by a is 1. So minus of minus is plus, so plus 4 by 1, that means 4. So see over here, alpha plus beta plus gamma and minus b by a is same. So this equals to, this is proved. Now let's move for alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So what is alpha? Alpha is 2, beta is 1 plus 1 into 1, beta is 1, gamma is 1 plus gamma is 1 and alpha is 2. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 into 1 is 1 plus 2 into 1 is 2. So I got 5. Now get c by a. So what is c by a? So c we have got 5, a we have 1. So 5 by 1, that is 5. So see over here, this is equal to this, correct? So this is equal to this is proved, this is proved. Now let's go for alpha beta gamma. So alpha beta gamma equals to 2 into 1 into 1, that means, 2 into 1 into 1, that is 2. Now get minus d by a. So this is equal to minus of, what is d? D is minus 2, a is 1. So minus of minus 2 by 1. So minus minus is plus. So plus of 2. 2 by 1, 2 by 1 is 2. So plus 2. So see over here, this and this is same. So we have shown the relationship is established. So we have proven it. Okay. Now let's move on and do for question number 2. What is question number 2? So find a cubic polynomial with the sum of the products of its zeros taken 2 at a time and product of its zeros are, so it's nothing but if alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of the polynomial okay, then it is given as alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to 2, correct? And what we know is alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b by a. So that alternatively we can say minus b by a is 2. This is our equation 1. Okay. Now the second thing is alpha beta. The second sum of the product of its zeros taken 2 at a time. That means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. For that is given as minus 7. Now what is the value for this? That is c by a. So we have given c by a as minus 7. Now alpha beta gamma, that is given as minus 14. So what is this? Minus of d by a. This is second, and this is given as minus 14. So this is our third thing that is given. Okay. So now what is our cubic polynomial? So cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus t. We know that this is our cubic polynomial. This is our cubic polynomial. So if we take a common, so we can write it as x cube plus b by a into x square plus c by a into x plus t by a. Correct? So anything can be. So a into x cube plus b by a is nothing but, so we can write minus of minus b by a. Correct? That is plus b by a. So x cube minus of sum of the product into x. So b by a, can you see over here? B by a is, if we will write, if we take this minus in the left hand side, so minus 1 is multiplied with b by a. So b by a will be equal to minus of 2. Okay. Similarly, d by a will be equal to 14. Okay. So now put it in this equation. What we are getting? A into x cube, b by a is nothing but minus 2. So minus 2x square plus, what is c by a? C by a is minus 7. So this is minus 7x. Okay. Then what is d by a? That is 40. So plus 40. Now we will select a. So it can be, so polynomial can be anything multiple of it. So a can be anything, 1, 2, 3. So we have n number of polynomial of this type. So a can be anything. A can be 0, 1, 2. So any whole number it can be. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So the simplest form what we get is a equals to 1. So simplest form, if we will put a equals to 1, that is our simplest form. Okay. If we are putting 2 also, that is also a solution. That can also be the polynomial. That also will have the same root. If you are multiplying a, if you are putting a as 2, then the given polynomial after multiplication, whatever polynomial, they will also have the zeros for the same as the given things. So it doesn't matter. So anything multiplied with this will be our solution. So it can be a 0. 0 is not a correct thing because that will not be anything multiplied with 0. So this is a natural number generally. So 1, 2, 3, etc. So we will get px as, when we take a equals to 1, we will get px as x cube minus 2x square minus 7x plus 40. Okay. So this is our simplest cubic polynomial. So let's do Wi-Fi. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. So this is our required problem. Let's move on to the next problem, the third one. So the third one is, if the zeros of the polynomial, so we have the polynomial px equals to x cube minus 3x square, okay, plus x plus 1. Okay, so we have the zeros for this polynomial are a minus b, okay, a and a plus b. Okay, if the zeros for the polynomial are given as this, then find a and b. Okay, so if we will compare this with ax cube plus, yeah, we have zeros in the form of a only, so let's write the polynomial in different form. Okay, because we can't write this in the same ax cube form, so let's write it, the cubic equation, in separate form, like mx cube plus, okay, nx square plus ox plus p. Let this be our polynomial. Okay, so can you see this? Can you see this? M equals to 1. If you compare this polynomial with this polynomial, so this is 1 and this is second, suppose, then m is 1, n equals to minus 3, o equals to 1 and p equals to 1. Correct? Now alpha plus beta, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots for this equation, then alpha plus beta plus gamma will be equal to minus of n by m, coefficient of x square, minus of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. Okay, so this gave us how much? Minus n is minus of minus 3 divided by 1, that means 3. Now if you will, now alpha, beta, gamma are already given to us. What is that? So if you are putting the actual zeros, this is alpha, this is beta and this is gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma will be a minus b plus a plus a plus b. Now b will be cancelled out, we got 3a, correct? But this 3a and we have got 3. So this is also alpha plus beta plus gamma, this is also alpha plus beta plus gamma. So this 3 should be equal to 3a. So from 3 and 4, so from 3 and 4, we can say, from 3 and 4, what we get? We get 3a equals to 3. That means a equals to 3 by 1. That is, sorry, 3 by 3. 3 1 just, so we got a equals to 1. Now, we got a. We need to find b now. Okay? So the zeros are, so now since we got a is 1, so what will be alpha? Alpha is a minus b, right? So that reduces to 1 minus b. What is beta? Beta is a, that reduces to 1. Okay? Because it is a. Then gamma is a plus b. So that reduces to 1 plus b. Okay? Now, What is the value of alpha, beta, gamma? So alpha, beta, gamma equals to 1 minus b into 1 into 1 plus b. So we got, this will be do nothing because anything multiply with that number only. So ultimately we will get 1 minus b into 1 plus b. Now can you see this form? A minus b into a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b, we know that a minus b into a plus b, we know that it is a square minus b square. So this will be 1 square minus of b square. So that means 1 minus b square. Okay. Now as per formula, we know that alpha, beta, gamma equals to minus of d by a. Correct. Now what was, or for the current scenario we didn't took we took MNOP, so it will be minus of P by M. For the given case, if you will see this one, so it will be minus of P, minus of constant divided by the coefficient of x cube. So minus of P by M. Now what is P? 1. What is M? 1. So 1 by 1. So minus of 1 by 1. Okay. So this gives us minus 1. So this is 5 and this is 6. So comparing. So alpha, beta, gamma is 1 minus b square, and here we have got alpha, beta, gamma as minus 1. So compare 5 and 6. What we will get? 1 minus b square equals to minus of 1. Okay. Let me clear this formula. So we got 1 minus b square equals to minus of 1. Correct. So take this one this side. What will happen? This is plus 1 over here. That will become minus 1. So minus of b square equals to minus 1 minus 1. Arises minus of b square equals to minus 1 is minus 2. Cancel out this minus minus. Okay, so what we are getting? B square equals to 2. So square of the left becomes root for the right. So b will be given as root 2. Understood? So square in the left side becomes root in the another side. So we will get b equals to root 2. So ultimately what will be there in our zeros? So our zeros, after getting a, we got alpha as 1 minus b, right? So zeros will be 1 minus b is root 2. Second is a only. Third is a plus b. So a we got 1 and b we got root 2. So these three are our 0. So we got the value for a and b. So he is telling find a and b. So a will be equal to 1 and b will be equal to root 2. Answer. And zeros will be this. Very easy. Now let's do the fourth problem. So fourth problem is, if two zeros of the polynomial x4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 are 2 plus minus root 3. Find other zeros. Okay. So here we need to divide actually. Okay. This is all about division. So we have the two roots for us. Alpha, beta is given. Okay. So we have px. The polynomial is given as x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. Okay. And we have two roots are 2 plus minus root 3. That means one root is 2 plus root 3 and this is 2 minus root 3. So of course x, that is x minus alpha into x minus, so when alpha and beta are root for a given polynomial, then x minus alpha into x minus beta will be given as 0. So that should give you the 0. We have already seen this with the quadratic equation also. So put alpha and beta over here. So what we will get? X minus 2 plus root 3 into x minus 2 minus root 3. This whole thing will be equal to 0. Okay. So what we will get is x minus 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2 plus root 3. This equals to 0. Okay. Now if you will assume x minus 2 as a and root 3 as b, here also x minus 2a root 3 as b. Can you see this? A minus b and a plus b. So I have assumed, let's put x minus 2 equals to a and root 3 equals to b. So it will go as a minus root 3. I don't want root 3 as b. Let's put it as root 3 only. Just I am putting a equals to x minus 2. So a minus root 3 into a plus root 3 equals to 0. So can you see this? A minus b, a plus b, same. So a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So gives us a square minus root 3 whole square equals to 0. That means a square minus 3 equals to 0. Now what is a? Now put this a, whatever this we have done, put a equals to x minus 2. What we will get? X minus 2 whole square minus 3 equals to 0. Okay. So this will be equal to x minus 2 is nothing but x square a square minus 2ab, 2 into x into 2, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Correct? A minus b whole square is nothing but a square minus 2ab plus b square minus 3 equals to 0. This gives us x square, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into x is x. So x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 3 equals to 0. So we have got x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 3 is plus 1 equals to 0. So this two, so after getting this, we have got this. So other roots can be formed by dividing the polynomial by this. If you will divide the polynomial, the given polynomial by this, whatever quotient we will get, the remainder should be 0. Whatever quotient we will get, that we will equate with 0, and then by factorization we will get 2 value of x. That will be the another 2 root. Okay. This we have already seen in the quadratic equation also. So this is our gx. Okay. So we have px and we have gx. Okay. Now divide px by gx. We will get another function. Okay. We will get another function qx. Okay. That qx, after factorization we will get the 0 and equate with 0, qx equals to 0, factorize qx, and then we will get for the value of x, 2 values of x, that will be the another 2 zeros for the given quadratic equation. So let's proceed. Okay. So let's proceed and get the division thing. So we need to divide x square minus 4x plus 1. This is another first one. And what is the polynomial given to us? x4 minus 6x cube, okay, minus 26x square plus 138x and finally minus 35 minus, sorry, it will not fit to minus 35. Okay, I'm writing over here, you can write properly. Okay, let's divide. So first thing is, what is the highest power over here? X square. What is the highest power over here? X4. So let's divide first x4 by x square. Okay, division method we have done already in the previous video, the same method, and so I am getting x square. So I should write over here x square. Now this x square should not only multiply with this, it should multiply with this whole thing. Okay, so x square into x square is x to the power 4. Now minus 4x into x square is minus 4x cube, and then plus 1 into x square is plus x square. Now the sign will be changed. The next step is sign will be changed. My plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So this is the final sign for x square. This is the final sign for 4x cube. This is the final sign for x4. The bottom one, not, I am not talking about the top one. Top one will be as it is. So x4 minus of x4. So this will be cancelling. Now minus 6x cube plus 4x cube. So we will get minus of 2x cube. Okay. Then minus 26 square minus x square. So we will get minus 27x square. Then it will be as it is, 138x minus 35 as it is. So what should go next? So minus 2x cube divided by x square, we will get minus of 2x. Now this minus 2x should be multiplied with all x square minus 4x plus 1. So we will get minus of 2x cube. Okay, and minus minus is plus, minus 4x into minus 2x is minus minus plus. So 4 into 2 is 8, x into x is 8x, the 8x square. So it will be plus of 8x square, and then plus 1 into minus 2x is minus of 2x. Now sign change will happen. Minus will become plus, plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So 2x cube plus minus of 2x cube plus 2x cube cancel out. Now minus 27x square minus 8x square, that gives us minus 35x square. Now 138x plus 2x, that gives us 140x, and finally minus 35. Now minus 35x square divided by x square gives us minus 35. Okay, so now minus 35 we need to multiply with the whole, x square minus 4x plus 1. So minus 35 into x square is minus 35x square. Then minus 35 into minus 4x is plus 140x, because minus minus is plus, 35 into 4 is 140 into x, so 140x. Then minus 35 plus 1. Minus 35 multiplied with plus 1 is minus 35. So here it is minus 35 only, not 35. So this one will give us minus 35. Okay. So minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. So this one cancel out, this one cancel out, this one cancels. So whole thing goes. So what we got? As a quotient qx we got x square minus 2x minus 35. Now to get zeros, qx should be equal to 0. Okay, that means x square minus 2x minus 35 is equal to 0. Okay, now we need to factorize. Factorization, what are the methods? I have already told in 2.2. So the first step is multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant. So 1 into minus 35. So that is minus 35. Now we need to take the factor of minus 35 in such a way that the addition, the factors addition or subtraction should give us minus 2. So minus 35 we can write it as minus 7 and 5. So minus 7 plus 5 will give you minus 2. So I can write it as x square minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 equals to 0. So this summarizes. Take x common, we will get x minus 7. Then take 5 common, x minus 7. That's to 0. Now both place x minus 7. So we can write x minus 7 into x plus 5 equals to 0. So this will give us x minus. So either x minus 7 equals to 0 or x plus 5 equals to 0. So if x minus 7 is 0, then x equals to, if we will take minus 7 in the right hand side, minus 7 will become plus 7. So x is minus 7. And here if plus 5 we will take in the right hand side, it will become minus. So x equals to minus 5. So the other two roots, are minus 5 and 7. So other two roots are 7 comma minus 5. Answer. Very simple. Okay. So these are the other zeros. So this is our answer. I hope you understood all the problem. If you have any doubt, you can raise your question in the comment section. I'll try to look upon it and will try to solve it. Otherwise, if you like the video, please like, and also don't forget to subscribe. Whatever method you click the red button, subscribe it to get the further video right into your mailbox. And don't forget to share with your friends also. As much as you share, it will be good for both of us. Anyone can learn, so that any in your friend circle can learn the things, can understand the things. Education is all about sharing. So please share it with your friends. He will get more ideas about mathematics. So we'll meet in the next video, chapter 3, next day. So please don't forget and keep watching, keep practicing. Maths is all about practice. Keep practicing, get the knowledge of the mathematics. It will be very helpful for you. Whenever you have any doubts, come back, see the basic things, clear your doubt, again try to solve it. Okay. So bye bye till then, take care.